Hello, everybody. Here it's Reverend Chris Wilson from St. Andrew, and here to talk about sermon for this coming week. Mentioned last week we started a movie series called Crossing Boundaries and using films that include the use of food in them. Last week we looked at Babette's Feast, and we looked at the theme of going from the ordinary to the extraordinary. And this week the movie is Chocolat, which is a movie in which a woman comes in and she opens up a little chocolate store in the middle of this French town and ends up creating all kinds of turmoil and chaos and upends things in terms of this town that was accustomed to its rituals and ways of being and was set in its ways. And as Vienne, who is the woman that opens up this chocolate store in the town, it creates all kinds of opportunities for relationships to be re-examined and reflected upon. She has her own baggage that she brings. The mayor of the town has things he has to work through. Her daughter, the city folk, they all have various issues. And it seems as though her entry into the town, the opening of this chocolate store in town, creates in its own unique ways for each person in the city to have deeper examination for themselves of why they do what they do. The passage of scripture that will be kind of the grounding text for this is from Matthew chapter 12, verses 1 through 8. And it's the story where Jesus plucks grain on the Sabbath and is kind of told not to do work on the Sabbath, and yet he's trying to eat food for him and his disciples. And Jesus tries to help the current leaders of the time, the people in that community, to re-examine what Sabbath is really all about. And so this movie of Chocolat is the metaphor of chocolate. The entrance of chocolate into the storyline is the entree for deeper examination for why we do the things we do. Do we do them out of tradition? Do we do them because they've always been done that way before? Do we do them because they're still meaningful? Or do those traditions invite refreshment, renewal, something new? And if something new is introduced or a reframing of why we do what we do in a new way, can it bring new life? Can it cross boundaries in ways that we hadn't imagined before? And as we find at the end of the film, relationships are radically changed because of this woman that opens up a chocolate store in the middle of a French town. So it should be a fun sermon this week to explore this theme of deeper examination and what that means for ourselves and the lives of those we share life with each and every day. Hope you'll join us on Sunday.